Let's do a broken Pegasus. We're going to be going into this trick from an archer position, so make sure you're already comfortable with that, and also make sure you are nice and warmed up because this trick is twisty. Usually for this trick, the way that I like to warm up, I'll do my usual full body warm up, and then I'll do some of these stretches on the pole. I might just hold it here for a little bit. I'll move my hips around. On the ground, I love this stretch. Go onto your stomach. You take one arm by your side. Now you can either do a straight arm, palm down, if you want to stretch out the front of your shoulder. If you want to stretch out your pecs and your chest, you would do 90 degrees. Okay, so for this one, I like to stretch out my chest first. I go 90 degrees with that arm. I look away, I bend my opposite leg, and I twist towards this 90-degree arm. And I can rest my head here, and I can hold it here. I can move around. And then once I've held that for a little bit, I'll straighten the arm and do the same thing. And I just kind of wiggle around in those stretches. I might hold it for about 30 seconds each stretch on both sides. So from your archer position, we are going to release our top hand. Let's say you're in your archer here. The top hand needs to let go. At that point, you will only have your sickle foot on the pole and your bottom hand. From there, you need to be able to open up your chest nice and wide. You can try doing some pulses here to stretch out a little bit more. And then that arm's going to go behind the pole. From here, make a fist, and you're going to pull that fist down really tight. Important that it is in your elbow, not your forearm. If it's in your forearm, you need to open up your chest a little bit more. From here, release that arm, pulse it back. Okay, if you're okay there, bring it behind the pole, and you can lift that same leg up a bit. Okay, it's going to be up on the pole anyway. So here, make a fist, pull down. And this is your reverse elbow grip. Let's try that on the other side. So this time I have my right shoulder, right hand up high, left arm goes up. From here, pulse back. You can also turn your chest up towards the ceiling, look up, make a fist, bring that arm behind, pull that fist down. If you like to invert on the left side of the pole, you are going to have your right elbow hook. If you like to invert on this side, you're going to have your left elbow hook. So whatever is your inside arm when you're inverting is going to be your reverse elbow grip. Once you have your reverse elbow, we are then going to try and grab our thigh. So if you have your right elbow up high, you are going to grab your inner right thigh like this. And to do that, you're going to have to turn your hips because in archer, your hips are facing the ground. If I want to grab my thigh, I need to turn my hips up. So you can see why this is quite twisty. Your chest is facing the ground, your hips are turned slightly towards the ceiling. So go over this a little bit on the ground just to prepare your body for what's coming. So from here, I'm going to turn my hips this way. And then on the other side as well, in my archer position, I want to be able to turn my hips this way because my left arm, my left elbow needs to catch somewhere near my left thigh over here. Let's see that in action. So I'm going to go up, outside leg hook. I'm going into a fallen star or Hanglider. From here, inside sickle foot, slide the bottom hand up, and I'm in archer. So sink your weight down. Make sure you have a really good grip with that sickle foot and your shin is touching the pole. If your shin is off the pole, turn your hips towards the ground. So I'm able to let go of my top hand. I'm going to bring it behind the pole, make a fist, and pull down. That's my reverse elbow. If I'm okay here, I'm just going to practice turning my hips towards the ceiling now. When that happens, your shin is going to come off the pole. Let's try that on the other side as well. So for now, we are only working on our elbow grip and the turn of the hips before anything else. Fallen star, archer, slide the bottom hand up, sink your hips down. Make sure you have your shin, top shin on the pole, and sickle foot is gripping on. Top hand can come off. Bring it behind, make a fist, and pull that fist down. Turn the hips, bring it back. Turn the hips, bring it back. So once you have an idea of how your hips should turn and your elbow is on the pole, it's now time to bring your hand to your thigh. Now this might be a little bit strange. You need to turn the hips and your hand, your top hand needs to sort of look for your leg. As for the legs, you're going to be doing a leg switch. You have your inside sickle foot on the pole. Your free leg that's in the air here is going to come to the pole, and you're going to bring your ankle to the pole, not the knee, okay? Just the ankle, keeping that leg bent. So I'm in my archer, elbow grip, I turn my hips. So my hand, when I'm in archer, my hand is behind my butt, yeah, behind my back. When I turn my hips, my hand is now in front. I grab my thigh, and from here, I have a good hold, I can switch the legs. So remember, it's not a straight leg, it is bent. And then once I have my ankle on the pole, I can release my inside leg. To come out, sickle foot, grab the pole with what was your elbow hook, look up, grab the pole with your bottom hand. You can slide on down, step 1, step 2. So let's do everything in order. From your archer position, top hand comes off, reverse elbow grip, turn of the hips, grab your thigh, and then ankle hook with the outside leg. You do your leg switch. And the final thing is releasing your inside leg. It would be the same leg as your sickle foot, okay? So once you do that leg switch, the inside leg just hangs off the pole. One last thing about that elbow grip, when you are in your broken Pegasus, your elbow grip is not going to feel as tight as it will once you're in your archer position, because your butt is up higher, so you're going to feel less pressure against the elbow. So when my butt is down here, I feel a really tight elbow grip, but once my hips are lifted, you're not going to have as much pull on the elbow, okay? So that's normal. All right, let's try it out again. Outside leg hook, going into Hanglider or fallen star, whatever you want to call that, and then archer. Bonus points if you want to do your archer split from last week. Okay, so elbow grip. All right, I'm in my reverse elbow. Then hip turn. Then make sure when you turn the hips, you don't drop your butt down. You want to slide the sickle foot up, grab your thigh. From here, I can look up, ankle on the pole, leg off. And then once I'm here, I stop looking up. I look at the ground, lifting my chin up. To come out, sickle foot. I basically go back into my archer. I can grab the pole here. I can look up and grab the pole with my second hand and just slide on down. I'm going to try it on this side now. So I'm going to have my left elbow hook in front, slide the hand up. Okay, so I'm able to release my top arm, elbow, make a fist. And remember, the bottom hand is also a bit adjustable. You can slide it down if it gets uncomfortable. Turn the hips, grab the thigh. From here, so I slide my bottom hand down because it's a little bit too twisty. Ankle, release. And then to come out, sickle foot, release the bottom hand, grab up, and come out of it. You can also go into a leg hook if you're continuing your combo, okay? But I just want to come down to the ground. And that's your broken Pegasus. It helps to arch your back and also the leg that you're holding. You want to sort of kick that leg away. You don't just want to hold the leg. Everything is pretty active in this position. I'm not just hanging off the pole. So you want to arch your back, kick that leg away, and then you'll get a nicer, bendier shape. And once you've managed to do your broken Pegasus, this looks super cool on spin pole. Good luck training your broken Pegasus. This is a tricky one, so if you have any questions or you're having trouble with this move, feel free to message me, send me your training video so I can see what you're doing, and I'll be able to help out that way. Happy training, and I'll see you next week for another tutorial.